What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Horseshoe. My name is Matt, and today is round one of the NFL draft. I'm so excited. The Colts unfortunately don't have a selection today. Or do they? Nah, they don't have a selection today. The Colts will make their first selection tomorrow, so I figured since they're not making a pick today, I would tell you guys what positions the Colts need to address in this year's draft. Before I get into it, though, if you're new or if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you would click that subscribe button. Also, click the bell icon. That way you're notified whenever I upload a video or when I go live. If you like this video, smack that like button. Let me know your thoughts down below. What positions would you like to see the Colts address in this year's draft? Let me know in the comments down below. And also, if you have a Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at horseshoe_pod. There's a link in the description down below. Now, before I give you the positions that they have to address in this year's draft, there is one position that needs to be addressed soon. It doesn't have to be this year, but it does have to be in the near future, and that is quarterback. They have to address the quarterback position this year or next year because Matt Ryan, he's not going to be here forever. He'll be here for 2 years, 3 years at the most. So we need to have our guy that's going to be here and ready to go for when Matt Ryan is done playing football. So I don't think they need to address it this year, but I won't be angry if they do address it this year. So I wanted to throw that out there. So that being said, we're going to start off at number 4, and number 4 on this list is going to be cornerback. I believe we still need to address the cornerback position even though we signed Stephon Gilmore. For one, depth. You got to add more depth to the secondary, more specifically to the cornerback group. And 2, we need to have a guy that can develop for 2 years while we have Stephon Gilmore. That way, when Stephon Gilmore leaves, whether it's in 2 years or a little bit longer, they can take over for Stephon Gilmore. Kind of like what Isaiah Rodgers did, right? Where we drafted Isaiah Rodgers 2 years ago. He developed into a really nice cornerback, and now he's taken over for Xavier Rhodes. So we need to find our Isaiah Rodgers in this year's draft. So at number 4, I got the cornerback. I don't think we have to go early with this one. I think we can go round 4, round 5, maybe even a little later. In all honesty, I don't think we have to get our guy right away. So at number 4, I have the cornerback position. At number 3, I have the tight end position. Now, the reason why I have it at number 3 instead of number 2 is because, for one, I want to see what Kylen Granson can do. I think Kylen Granson is going to have a pretty good year. He's going to get more playing time, so let's see what he can do. You know, let's not just draft a tight end super early because we need to draft a tight end. Who knows? Maybe Kylen Granson will come in this year and he'll ball out and he'll play really good football. Also, I think Mo Alley-Cox is going to have a really nice year. I think him and Matt Ryan are going to work much better than him and Carson Wentz. I think Matt Ryan fits Mo Alley-Cox more than Carson Wentz fit Mo Alley-Cox. And that's not me saying that I think Carson Wentz is terrible. I'm not saying that at all. I just think Matt Ryan fits better for, what Mo Alley-Cox needs in a quarterback. I think Matt Ryan's going to take advantage of the height that Mo Alley-Cox brings. So at number 3, I got tight end. I do think it's a need, but it's definitely not the biggest need. So now we're going to move on to number 2. My number 2 on this list is going to be left tackle. Now, the reason why I say left tackle is because we have no idea how well Matt Pryor is going to do. Maybe Matt Pryor comes in and he plays great, and he's a great left tackle. That'd be awesome. I think it would be fantastic if Matt Pryor goes in there and balls out. I think he's going to play pretty well. Like, I don't think Matt Pryor's going to stink. I got some confidence in him. He did really well at the right side, so I am definitely curious to see what he does at the left side of the offensive line. But if Matt Pryor doesn't work out and he ends up stinking, we need to have somebody that can step in, and I think we need to find that person in this year's draft. Whether it's in round 2, 3, or 4, we got to get that guy. We just have to find that guy because left tackle is a definite top 3 most important position on a football team. It definitely is because you need to make sure your quarterback is protected. And if you don't have a good left tackle, it's not great for your quarterback. So at number 2, I got left tackle. And moving on to number 1, the most important position we need to address in this year's draft is wide receiver. We have to address the wide receiver position because we don't really have much in that department, right? We have Michael Pittman, and that's pretty much it. Paris Campbell, you just don't know. You don't know if he's going to stay healthy or not. Ashton Dulin, I think he could be a number 3 guy in the future. I do like Ashton Doolin, but I don't think he's a number 2 receiver. Zach Pascal, he's gone. He's with Philadelphia now. So we really do need to address the receiver position. Honestly, I think you can make a case that we might need to draft 2 receivers in this draft. Definitely need to draft one on day 2 for sure. We got to find that guy that can complement Michael Pittman, and there's definitely plenty of those guys in this year's draft. I honestly would not be upset if we traded up and took one of the bigger name receivers, like a Chris Olave, a Jameson Williams, if he happens to fall, Traylon Burks, guys like that. I wouldn't be upset. But we do need to address the wide receiver position because you got to get Matt Ryan more help. It seems like we're trying to do a win now type of situation because we brought in Matt Ryan, we brought in Yannick Ngagwe, we brought in Ronnie McLeod, we brought in Stephon Gilmore. I mean, we're bringing in guys that, almost make this team seem like they're in a win now type of mood. So we need to give Matt Ryan another weapon. And if we give him one more really good receiver, I think good things can happen for this team. So at number 1 to me, it's got to be wide receiver. And if we don't draft one in round 2 or round 3, I'm going to be upset for sure. I will not be happy if we don't draft our receiver in round 2 or round 3. And that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video and enjoy the draft later today. I know the Colts aren't picking, at least at the moment. They're not going to be picking in the first round, but still, it's a great day. The draft is fun. And, let's see who falls to round 2 because there's going to be some surprises, I bet, that will fall to round 2. We're going to find out soon, though. But thank you so much for watching. If you're new or if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you would click that subscribe button. Also, click the bell icon. That way you're notified whenever I upload a video or when I go live. If you like this video, smack that like button. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you agree with my rankings or do you disagree with my rankings? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you have a Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at horseshoe_pod. There's a link in the description down below. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Matt, Bleed Blue, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you watch one of these other 2 videos. They're cool. Also, if you're new, please click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. I greatly appreciate your support.